So welcome to this very unprepared video I am putting on for you guys today. Unprepared in fact that I've actually just recorded about a minute in and I still don't have batteries in the mod I'm reviewing, which if you've seen the title, it is, I've got it written down because I can never remember it, is the Wismech Predator 228, which is this turning on beast right here. Now I've got a lot of issues with it, a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. We're going to talk about all of them today. Got my notes over here on the laptop, so if you see me talking over here, it's because I am reading my notes, but I shouldn't do that. I should cut a lot of things out if I do that. But let's put my drifter on here, let's give it a vape, and we shall go. Now, the Wismech Predator is obviously a direct competitor to Smok's Alien product, which is what I had earlier, what I normally use. Now, it's actually slightly bigger by literally like a millimeter, so I'm getting text everywhere as you heard. But it's slightly bigger than the Alien, and in my opinion, I feel like it's built a lot better. It's got obviously this aluminium, I believe it's aluminium or aluminum shell on it, rather than this plastic shell. Is this plastic or is it metal? Either way, this just doesn't feel as nice as this, which I really like. It feels good in your hand, it feels strong. I've always said to people when I buy a mod, I like to think, if I'm in a self-defense situation, can I whack someone with it? I just turn into Mac from Always Sunny there a little bit. But that's what I look at mods. Is it nice? Does it look good? Answer is yes for this well-designed mod. Again, the sort of logo etched into it there. I'll get some close-ups in a minute as usual. But the logo etched into it there is absolutely beautiful. Sits perfectly with a sort of RDA. For example, my famous goon now. I say famous, 100 views, nothing. But it's a really nice design. The font on it is nice. Is that upside down? No. Synovus Predator on the back there, obviously 228, because it goes up to 228 watts. But I do like this a lot more than the Smok. But I don't use it all the time, and I will mention that in a minute. Now, a lot of things when I was looking into this product after I bought it, to be honest, a lot of things were popping up that I thought, oh, okay, these are really good, unique selling points. One of which being that you can actually charge your phone from this. Now, to charge your phone from this, you're going to need an adapter which goes on top. It doesn't come in the box. Again, come to that in a minute. But you will need an adapter that goes on the top, and they call it reverse charging, when honestly all it is just takes the sort of current from what the mod produces and the batteries and puts it into what your phone can read. Brilliant idea, absolutely brilliant idea. You have a vape, you have something to get that nicotine into your system, but it also can charge your phone, which if you think about sort of festival wise, if you take a wide range of batteries, which I know a lot of people do, sort of 18650 can't charge anything, you've got your vape and you've got a phone charger. Less room in your bag. You know, you can carry more things. You carry more food, more alcohol if you're sneaking it in, more anything you want. You know, absolutely brilliant to have a phone charger on here. But as I said, it doesn't come with the adapter for it. I will come to that in a minute. Now, my next thing is that this is actually really good on battery life. So the battery life on this lasts a lot longer than the Alien. Obviously, I'm going to be comparing this to the Alien quite a lot, but this battery life is a lot better than the Alien. Now, the reason I say that is just because, well, it is. There's not really much to talk about that. Two 18650s in it, same as the Alien, but it uses the power. Doesn't come with useless features. That is my favorite thing. So with the Smok, there's so many different things like the preheat, just everything else. I hate it. I hate all that. I just want a mod that I can vape on and just make clouds. That's it. I don't want all this bullshit. Like when I was putting the Smok, the old one, the H-Prive, I think it's called, playing about that. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. This is what I want. This mod right here, the software that's on it is absolutely brilliant. Save my RX200 over there. I love it so much. That is my second favorite vape. But this is amazing. Now we're going to get onto the things. My lights just fluttered then. I'm going to go onto the things now which aren't so great. Be back in a second. Okay, so I know there's been a costume change here, and now I'm standing up, and the camera angle is different, and the audio is going to be different, and just everything looks a bit different. But this is the same video. Basically, it took me 20 minutes because the camera had to recharge and everything else. The audio is going to fluctuate because my microphone's on the floor rather than right next to me like it normally is. Anyway, let's get on to the bad things about the Predator. And by that I mean, let me pull up my notes that I put up bad things about the Predator. 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. So the bad things I'm going to talk about with the Predator. So everything's looking good, really different. It looks quite nice actually. Anyway, like everything. Anyway. So bad things about the Predator. So the worst thing that I've encountered with Predator is that the charging the charging port is actually broken for me. So it wasn't originally broken when I got out of the box, but it did break when I started to use it. Basically what happened is on the website it did say that it was able to use fast charging, which is great because obviously mods take a lot longer to charge than normal things. But I thought, perfect, I've got a fast charger that I use for Samsung. It says online I can use fast charger, same ampage, everything, but it did not work. What I think has happened is basically when I was fast charging it, the device and the charging pin inside it was getting very hot. Now when it was getting hot, what I think has happened is it actually melted the solder that was holding the sort of charging pin cover to the board. Now with that, I was just sort of sitting in my room one night vaping on my Alien when suddenly I just heard a drop and I was like, that's weird. I looked at my charger fell out, I thought that's even weirder. But with it was a little silver casing that comes around the charging port. I just realised this shirt is way too tight for me. Anyway, so it's just broken. I can't charge it from the device anymore, which is fine because I do have a charging deck, but it's very annoying. Just a little thing like that can tip it over the edge for me, and everyone I speak to, I always say that to them, especially about this mod. Now the second bad thing I've heard about this is that the actual 510 connector is very bad. The camera's wobbly now because I dropped the mod in my finger. Anyway, it's actually quite faulty. So I've heard rumours that you could actually just pull straight up and take any tank or RDA straight out. Not what's supposed to happen. If you drop it like I just did there, you're going to lose your tank. It's going to smash like it normally would anyway, but it'll just roll away, you'll lose it, which isn't good, and obviously your device is then unusable. Not great. That is not a great thing for this mod. Obviously, I just dropped it, mine needs to be fine. I don't know if it's some product or some serial codes or it's a certain batch, but mine is fine from that. But that is something I've heard. Again, I haven't experienced it, just something I've heard. Can't stress that enough, but it does happen. Hello, Facebook. So one of the other issues I have with this is that the screen by itself will just turn itself upside down. Now, I don't know if it's because it's going off my pocket, which it shouldn't do, but it just turns itself upside down. For example, when I went to Manchester on Thursday, so last week, I took this on the plane with me. It was absolutely fine. Put it in a little clear bag, so it was containing liquid, the tank was at least. Put it up there, turned it off. Didn't take the batteries out, which I probably should have done now that I think about it, but I just put it up in the hold. Now, whilst it was up there, I took it back out when I landed in Manchester, it happened again when I landed in Southampton, but looked at it and the screen was upside down. It's happened before to me where I've just taken it out of my pocket after just walking to work and the screen's up down. Very, very annoying because the buttons and then flips. Everything is just absolutely annoying with this thing. Yeah, great mod. But the screen does turn upside down a lot and you have to look online. I think you have to press the left button and turn it off and on again or something like that to fix it. Either way, super annoying. I don't know why that's a feature. I don't know anyone who's vaping like this, and if you are, you're dumb. It's a vape, not a snorkel, you know. So one of the other things that is wrong with it is, I mentioned earlier, it can do fast charging, and it also comes with phone charging. That's what I was supposed to say the first time. It comes with phone charging, but it doesn't come with the gubbins it says on the thing. Now I presume that if I used the fast charger that would have came in the box, or as they promote on their website, then I would be able to still use it on charging, would have been absolutely fine, but because I didn't, it's now broken. But it did say I could, so who knows. Now, I've looked online and I can't actually find anywhere on the Wismech website to get the phone charger or the actual fast charger that they've been promoting and sort of shouting about. Huge mistake from their part. I just realised that's going to block my leg quite badly. Anyway, huge no. Very annoying for people like me who just wants to get this straight out of the box to start vaping, charging phones, fast charge, everything. I want everything to be in the box. That's what I'm doing. I'm not spending more money on this like the Smock, I can't remember, the X-Cube Ultra. They had a DLC basically where you can upgrade your firmware, but it's going to cost you via Bluetooth. That's the whole thing. But this, it should just come with all the hardware that it's promoting. It's false advertising otherwise, which is not okay and actually illegal. So as I mentioned, this is recorded about 20 minutes later. And during those 20 minutes, I realised that this doesn't actually have any vent holes for batteries when they burst, if they burst. These ones probably will because they've got dents in them. Shh, don't do that. But it doesn't actually have any vent holes. So when it does start to heat up, like it is now a little bit, I've only been using it like a couple seconds and dropping it and stuff, but it does get really warm and there's nothing for the fresh air to get into. What I normally find is myself just opening it up and just blowing into it. That's not what you're supposed to do. You can't just sit there on a bus. You can't really sit on a bus and vape anyway, but you can't really sit there in public and just go, oh, excuse me, I just need to blow on my cigarette. Yeah, I'm all good now. You can't do that. It needs a vent hole, it needs that fresh air. Health and safety needs that in there. I don't know how these TPD laws are coming about liquids and mods and drippers and RDAs and everything, and they haven't said a certain thing about batteries. Not a single thing about batteries from what I've heard, which is a massive, massive worry for me. Anyway, that has been my review of the Wismech Predator. Now, obviously it's got a lot of pros and it's got a lot of cons, but it's up to you to decide if you like it or not. Overall, I'm going to put this at a 6 out of 10. Now, the reason I say that is because it doesn't come with all the gubbins it says it comes with. That is a massive thing for me, and obviously the health and safety to it isn't great, the 510 connector isn't great, and of course mine is broken. So Wismech, if you want to send me another one and I'll do another review, hit me up. But, enough plugging my own stuff, that's what I rate this as, a solid 6. Now the Alien on the other hand, I might do another video in the future. I don't think I will because it's quite an old mod now and there's quite a lot of videos about it. But I'm gonna rate, I'll rate that as sort of like an 8. It's great, but it's got too many features that I just don't use. Anyway, that has been this review for this little bit of hardware. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down in the like section. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. I'm happy to answer anything. Follow me on Instagram, AdamWhoVapes, where I'm starting to get things kicked off over there. Again, if you want to see anything that I'm not covering at the moment, please leave it in the comments, DM me on Instagram or comment on Instagram or anything. Just hit me up on social media and I'll happily help you out. Anyway, I've been AdamWhoVapes and watch me vape.